Volker Raffel, Chief Executive of E.ON Romania. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much for the occasion and the conference, which is a good occasion for talking to each other on many dimensions. I can't agree more, but I want to add 3 topics. The first one is, first of all, good news. We are living in Europe. Just thinking about who from you now rather wants to move to an area from the big one in the east, or the other big one in the far east, or the very big one in the very far west, or other areas. So living in Europe is really something we should be happy about. And it deserves to be defended. Because liberal democracy, as it was mentioned by Mr. Acemoglu yesterday, is the attractive thing. It's not. Formerly, we had someone promising freedom, another one promising equality. They are not promising these things anymore. Liberal democracy is the most attractive thing we can have, and it must be defended. And liberal democracy only works if we have strong institutions, credible institutions, functional institutions. Topic number 1. Topic number 2 now is on defense industry, and here I'm not talking as CEO of E.ON Romania, but I'm talking in my other role, having the honor to be the president of the German-Romanian Chamber of Commerce. We are doing all we can to support German investors in defense industry to come here to Romania and to invest, and it happens. We also do our very best to support that these are nucleus for clusters taking place in Romania with Romanian actors around, because we learned recently there was a public debate between the CEO of Rheinmetall and the Ukrainian president about the role of the big ones and the role of the small ones. And I truly believe only the combination of the two is the answer to the problem we are having. And who knows, maybe these nucleuses are giving birth to new unicorns, to new companies, because the role of this Chamber of Commerce is not only the way from Germany to Romania, but the other way around as well. Defense is crucial and really try to help here, and I really think Romania, with the people and the flexibility they are having, is really bringing an added value to the defense industry in Europe. Third topic is energy. I was in the early 90s living a year in Latvia and on the countryside, and there were 3 days of electricity outage. And I realized first the light is off, after 2 hours water is not coming anymore, and after a while it's getting really damned cold. So it is so crucial that electricity is functioning, and it must be defended as well. On the other hand, electricity is helping defense, because what does an army if the infrastructure is not working behind? And my point here is we all have talked in this conference so far on geopolitical aspects. Where is the energy coming from? We need more connectivity. We need more European single market on energy. An aspect which has been neglected so far completely is distribution of energy, because what does it help you to have a power plant and a transmission line if the power is not arriving at your home or at your factory? So the transmission grid are very relevant and must be better connected, but the distribution grids are really crucial. And in this very moment, they are the bottleneck where we must avoid a strategic mistake. Because what Alessio was mentioning is absolutely right. We see a huge development exactly there. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of prosumers. In 2030, we talk about 1 million of prosumers only in Romania, with thousands of megawatts of power connected. This year, we expect 1,000 megawatts of new wind power in Romania, roughly. We will see 1,700 new megawatts of gas power, too. Next year, we will see Neptune Deep, if it is well protected and defended. And only connecting all these prosumers is a hell of a job. But that is not the only thing that happens. We now see batteries. We have seen tripling the battery requests within a quarter in Germany, and now the requests for batteries getting connected to the grid is 500 gigawatts. The total consumption in Germany is maximum 90 gigawatts. So, and this storm of battery connection requests is just starting in Romania. Heat pumps, I don't know, because Romanians have gas, and therefore the political will to electrify heating may be not the most pushed agenda point in this context. But electric mobility, we see exactly this very how vulnerable we all are to oil prices. With electric mobility, this would not happen. And Romania is sending 40 billion lei each year for fossil fuel for mobility to other countries. And this is geopolitical money. Let's avoid it. We can save that money and rather spend that money here. So, and then I will close with that one. For this to happen, I think we need that between public institutions and private players. We need to avoid a strategic mistake when it comes to building, strengthening the grids, and in grid regulation currently we see administration of EU funds. Romania has the once-in-a-lifetime and the last probably once-in-a-lifetime chance to attract so many billions of euro of EU funds. And it is a pity to give it back, as it happened, partially. And even the money which is already here is flowing too slow in order to be realized. This, I think, very much can be avoided. We all have to work together to really make it work in the future. I think we can. And also East Invest, and here with that one I really close. East Invest is a new EU program for strengthening infrastructure along the border to Ukraine. And E.ON is working active in Poland, Slovak Republic, Hungary, and in Romania, and next to the border to Ukraine. And we really think there is a need for strengthening infrastructure area, but it requires good, strong institutions managing well also the EU funds. Thank you for your attention.
What's your kind of, what would be your kind of key, what do you really want to see, your priority in terms of the energy security?
There was an extremist attack in Berlin a few weeks ago. And afterwards there was a discussion about transparency. Why the hell did the terrorists know where is a critical element of the infrastructure you could attack? And the pure and simple answer is we cannot hide our electricity grid. I cannot hide it. If you look on Google, and this morning I did a short check. I asked my AI, where is the next transformer station? And immediately I got the coordinates with very precise numbers. If I would program a bomb to land there, and it would arrive exactly at the transformer station, just by asking this one, unless we have our help before the bomb is arriving. So I cannot hide the infrastructure, but what I can do is strengthen cyber resilience, which we do, and by the way, the Romanian team within the E.ON organization is one of the best. And we have seen that each third cyber attack from hybrid warfare is on LNG. Cyber resilience. We also need to have redundancy in our dispatch centers. Imagine just two people come to the dispatch center, enter the door. What happen? We have to avoid this. So it means digitization. And the third thing is, if something happens, I need to be able to fix it quicker by having IT and exactly isolating the disturbance and managing it, and last but not least, to have better grids which are interconnected. If the electricity is not coming from here, it has to come from there. And all this is not yet properly addressed, and I agree. Why the hell do we have 27 energy regulations so different in each country and each of them having different problems? Thank you.